people of Earth. The following podcast is not real, but it just keeps wishing on shooting stars, hoping that someday the Blue Fairy will turn it into Haley Joel Osment. Meanwhile, let's find out what parts of the show structure survived Auntie Donna's sausage party assault on imagination. Also, I have to say, I thought the whole year time construct you just wrapped up was a fun experiment, but I'm a little taken aback to hear you're trying it again. Did you see what happened with the last one? Don't come crying to me when it's 12 months from now and a bunch of stuff has happened. In the meantime, slip on that expensive bathrobe, fall into an overstuffed armchair, fish out a petting cat from the plexiglass tank of them you keep within arm's reach, and enjoy the show.
Hello from the Magic Tavern, a podcast chronicling our adventures to defeat the Dark Lord in the magical, mystical land of Foon. But lo, dear listeners, I have terrible news. Oh, the dark forces have expanded their reach. But first, let's meet our co-host, Chunt.
Oh, yeah, baby. I'm a little badgy.
And now, Chunt and I host our own podcast, Getting Nuts. Getting Nuts. But this week, we're hosting Hello from the Magic Tavern because we're not exactly sure where Arnie is. And of course, this week we are broadcasting from the mystical tavern of Dozens.
Yeah, and I don't know why, but I feel like all the employees here keep making fun of my mom. Oh. I don't get it. Yeah, it's just weird. And also, there's a baker here, and when you order donuts, he gives you 13.
Also, there's all those sleeping cousins in the corner.
Yeah, what is going on here?
The Dozens?
Yeah, I'll give it to you. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
It's a very strange bar.
Very strange bar. Well, I was going to say, have we ever said same tavern time, same tavern place? I feel like that should be a thing. Tavern time. Let's go. Let's make a, you know how I was pushing for segments like, I don't know, 14 fucking years ago and nobody bought into them? Maybe there's a new segment that's called Tavern Time and we just check in about the tavern that we're in and we say the things we see and we talk about all the sleeping cousins that we might approach upon and of the food at the tavern and we review the drinks, if the drinks are good or bad, and the service, and there can be like a rating system.
Chunt, I love it.
Hell yeah.
As a matter of fact, it's tavern time.
I have some notes.
What?
On this tavern.
Ah, good.
Dozens is the best tavern I have been to in the last 3 days. This place has everything. Wait, hold on. I feel like I'm ripping something off.
I give it 12 out of 5 stars.
I give this tavern 14 pints out of 14 pints.
Oh, I like that. I like the pint system.
And I feel like we should bring in a third co-host, like have it be like Tavern and Shirley or something, like bring in a third perspective. Oh, hold on. Speaking of third perspective, did I just hear a little Yanni boy?
I did. Oh, there. Here, peek right into the table. Arnie, wake up. We're doing the podcast.
Morning, Yanni. Same tavern time, same tavern place.
No, 5 more minutes, Mom.
No, you can't call in sick. Come on.
All right. Sorry, I was just getting a little more sleep in. What's going on, guys?
You're not a teenager anymore. That's been over for weeks.
You've been sleeping 16 hours a day. Is that healthy?
Look, guys, I know I've been sleeping a lot more, and it's not just a seasonal affective disorder. Is that?
You've been calling 10 p.m. Arnie's noon.
I know. Look, here's the thing. We've discovered that this thing in my head...
In your head?
In my head.
In your head. Oh, fuck. Now I want cranberries.
Zombie.
Am I having my period?
I've discovered that this thing in my head probably projects my consciousness to Earth. So I've been sleeping a lot more and doing research.
Why'd you say it like that?
Confused. Research. That's not, how do you say it?
Well, I have to do a lot of research on my artifacts.
Research. Let's do some research.
I keep saying it. The three of us are not compatible.
Arnie, you can't just sleep your days away, though. But I must know. There is great power in dreams. What did you learn through your research?
Well, I've never been good about remembering my dreams, and it's all a bit of a blur, so I've started to keep a dream journal. And Usidore, thank you for asking.
Ooh, look, I grabbed it. Ooh, let's see. Juicy, juicy, juicy. Let's turn to page 48 here. Day 48. This is my first entry into the journal. The first 47 days, I just couldn't be bothered. I was so sweepy. Arnie, why'd you write down WSEEPY?
Well, if you don't...
Yes, why did you misspell the word that Chunt just said correctly?
I just had this weird feeling that maybe I was a mop.
Maybe you're a mop, huh?
No,
Interesting.
but look at this. This is one from yesterday.
Okay.
I just wrote, when I woke up, I sort of groggily wrote Queen's Gambit. I have no idea what that means.
Queen's Gambit. Huh. Checkmate. I don't know.
Titania must be planning something. Something that we cannot consider. Some sort of gambit that we must be prepared for. For lo, if this queen is able to project energy from her very palm into any object that she touches, why, she could become a deadly force. Why, she could take something as simple as a playing card, imbue it with force, and then throw it at her enemies.
Usidore, that's not how dreams work. I'm actually having dreams about Earth, not about Foon, so it's probably like Queen Elizabeth is up to something where she imbues playing cards with power and throws them at people. Or I'm stressed out about something.
Well, have you learned anything that might help us in our quest to defeat the Dark Lord? For I have some terrible news.
Let me see, what else have I written down here?
Terrible news. Oh, the worst news.
Wait, can you sandwich it in between two good things? Two pieces of positive news?
Yeah, I can do that. Absolutely. Let's see. I would give...
bad news sandwich?
Yeah, I would give the potato skins here at Dozens 10 out of 10 pints. The Dark Lord has moved his forces into Fingaria, and we know not the fate of our dear friend Crom.
Oh, no.
And, Chunt, I love what you've done with your hair.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I decided to brush it all upwards, so I just have like a full body mohawk. I feel like more animals should do that. It looks badass.
It's very cool.
Wait, if Crom's in trouble, can't he kind of strategically place battalions to fire upon the enemy, sort of an ex-Crom situation? Would that be helpful? Surely that would help turn the tides.
Well, I suppose if you had the proper apps, maybe some...
Speaking of proper apps, the mozzarella ones at Dozens,
yes.
I would give it...
Well, I'm going back to sleep.
What? Wow, you can't do that. We're in the middle of the show.
Hey, Train.
Usidore, it's research. And also, one of the things I got here at Dozens is they have a thing here called a slumber cup. And watch this is amazing.
Arnie's dead. No, wait. He's
I
snoring.
believe he's just fallen asleep. I'm going to use my great power of deduction to think about the word slumber. He just sipped from a slumber cup. Cup. The way you would hold someone, spoon them, if you are sleeping with them. And what goes with a spoon but a cup? He must be asleep.
I'm going to write down the recipe for a slumber cup just in case I need it in any future episodes if I'm not feeling it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's a great out.
Great out.
Just rip that cord.
Great out. Perfect. The golden parachute.
But did you hear my terrible news, though, our dear friend Crom?
Yeah. Oh, we should send him a raven or something to check up on him. Or is there any way, I don't know, boy, this is embarrassing that I'm asking you this now, and it's not that I don't care, it's just that maybe I'm embarrassed that I don't know it. Do Zards, do wizards mind being called Zards?
No, we love it.
Ooh, do Zards...
I'm angry that this is the first time you've done it in 5 years.
Do Zards mind, or what am I trying to say? What's the range of a Zard? Like, could you help Fingaria from where we're at now, which is, I'm sure, 100 days away? Like, what's your range?
Well, it depends on what I'm trying to do. But to better answer this question, let me introduce today's guest, another Zard, Jamillious the Mauve.
What's up, my Zard?
What is entrance? Whoa!
Yeah, it's me, Jamillious Washington, bringer of feast and famine, master of the great plantation, shadow of the triangle trade winds, the dwarfs know me as that dude, the elves know me as always holding, the vampires know me as my queen to be, the tree folk, they know me as skirt, whoop, whoop, chirp, and I'm also known in the far south as what? So, just. And I'm glad you learned that, Chunt. Like Zard, man. That's you like down, man.
Yeah, thank you. And to have double Zards, like what a treat. Wow.
Yes, and working together, we could extend the range of our spells if we did decide to work together to accomplish some great feat.
Yeah, there's all like wizard calculus you got to do, when you're in school. Because like powers don't exactly work always like 1 for 1. It's like almost exponential in some cases, but sometimes it's even higher than that. It's a whole, so many different wizard power systems. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Jamillious, can you excuse me for just 1 second?
Oh, yeah.
Arnie, get the fuck up off. Yes, here.
Where's my dream journal? Bluey on Disney Plus. Okay. Oh, Jamillious.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Arnie?
Hey, it's so good to see you.
What's up? Yeah, it's good to see you, man. I hadn't seen you in a while, man. What's up?
I know, we've been busy.
Yeah. A lot of crazy stuff's been happening, you know what I mean?
I know, the shattering. I'd ask you how you are, but that question seems very fraught nowadays.
No, it's cool. I've been, well, here's the thing. It's a little hard to talk about it a little bit, in front of some of the people here. I don't want to be weird or anything, and bring up, information that might make somebody feel a little weird, a little left out.
No,
you know what I mean?
it's all right. It's all right.
No, you're our guest.
Yes,
but
whatever you have to say.
Yeah, I just know that I'm actually the official note taker for the council, for the Wizards Council. So I take all the notes. So I've been doing a lot of archiving. You know what I mean? I write down things, make sure it's all categorized, make sure everybody gets the the minutes after we meet. Make sure that everybody who needs to know knows. People who don't need to know don't know. So
sure. Of course.
It's hard, man. It's a lot of work. A lot of things going on.
Can I ask, when and I assume you're talking about the Wizard Council?
The Wizard Council,
Arnie,
yeah.
Arnie, the Zard Council.
Oh, sorry.
You were asleep. We call wizards Zards now.
Oh, well, no, of course. I intuited that. That just makes perfect sense.
Yeah, Opus and Zards just hang around in a circle, just doing sometimes freestyle spells,
When you realize you're going to have a meeting and there's a very important job of someone taking notes, how do you decide who that's going to be? Is everyone just kind of everyone kind of look around I don't want to take.
Yeah, is it pick a Zard, any Zard?
Well, for me, I actually volunteered, because I'm so good at writing stuff down. I'm always keeping my spells, putting them in my spell book, So I'm I'm just the person that's probably going to wind up taking the best notes. So you might as well just look to me. Jamillious, that's it. Yep, got it. So that's just what I do.
Yeah, and I've seen your quillmanship, and it's absolutely beautiful.
It's pretty great. I actually met Usidore on a whole trip. I was actually out looking for the perfect spell. And I actually wound up finding it, man. It was crazy.
Wow.
I had to travel pretty far to the west,
Yeah.
And it was there in this weird town, It was the town of Yay. So I was far in the west in the town of Yay. There was the best, most amazing beats that were there, and I was able to put together the best spell, And I know I was having a hard time.
I'm sorry, were the beats in Yay or were the beats by Yay?
The beats were in Yay, by Yay, for Yay. It's all kind of that soul
and
thing.
And can Yay be east of you or Kanye's always west?
Kanye's always west.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Yay.
Yay is always. Yeah, but I just want to let you know, swear that I got those beats, man.
I've been to Santa Yay, but not just Yay. Huh, I'll have to check it out sometime.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to take a drink of my cup.
No,
Arnie snack. Oh. I hit the cup right into his face after he drank from it. He's going to wake up. He's going to wake up screaming.
Man, those drinking spells, man, they'll get you.
Yeah, I guess it's a slumber cup. I guess that's a new thing.
Yeah, crunk slumber cup.
So, Jamillious, you've accomplished your goal, and now you have the spell that you wished for?
Yeah, I do. So I have the ability to actually amplify my spells. So it's like a whole thing where depending on how well I put my spell together, sometimes it'll go, different colors, you know what I mean? Different metals. So, if I got a gold spell, I get a couple of 100,000 people, can be affected by it. If I got a platinum spell, it's whoa. I mean, it's insane. And then diamond spell, that's all a foon. I haven't got one there yet, but.
Do you ever frame your spells and put them up in your studio, your castle?
Yeah, sometimes I'll put them up in my lab, is what I like to call it. You know, I get in the lab. You know, I do work on my spells
With a quill and a pad, yeah.
quill and a pad. You know,
I mean, yeah, that's all fine, but I'd prefer to stand out on the street corner peddling my spells to whoever walks by. I'll just give them away, see if somebody wants to take it. I'm like, give this spell a chance. Why don't you listen to this spell, see how it goes for you?
Yeah, in the back of your cart. You know what I mean? Just like just straight up, just hand out spells.
Yeah, just right out of the back of my cart.
Yeah, I never take them. Like, I'm sometimes I'm curious, but I'm also like, I don't want to carry this around.
You know, but sometimes you might get something you don't expect, man. It's like,
might find the next new wizard. Yeah. New Zard. I'm sorry, new Zard.
New Zard.
Arnie, hold on.
Take a chance.
1 second here. Arnie, wake the fuck up!
Where's my dream journal? Let's see. Fucking QAnon. What could that even mean?
Well, Arnie, you were asking before about the Wizards' Council, and of course, taking notes is a very important.
Usidore, I'm sorry. The Zard's
The Zard Council.
Yeah, you get 4 or 5 Zards together, a different color, and then they all form one big Megazard, and then they can just, they can really crush.
Dude, Council's got Zards.
Yeah, we fought Rita Repulsa one time.
Oh, I never asked. I know that wizards are, for the most part, not able to be burned, but could you char a Zard? If you had powerful enough flames?
Yeah, I think you could char a Zard.
Yeah. Wow. Char, yeah. You get a little sooty,
Yeah.
Let's soot it up a little bit. But, it's hard out there for a Zard, you know what I mean?
But then you might die Zard.
Well, I'm going to take some of this slumber cup.
Ah, what a great out. If only it would affect me. But yea, I shall ne'er leave, for no slumber cup shall e'er make Usidore fall asleep. I shall be here, fully awake and fully intense for all time.
Usidore, on that we agree. If only it would affect you.
Yeah, but that's the power of Usidore, man. He's always got one eye open. You know what I mean? He's always got like that. Sleepless eye open. You know what I mean? Just in case somebody rolls up on you. Trying to do some kind of weird spell behind your back. You're always like right there, ready to jump on it.
Tenacious. That's me.
I mean, he taught me a lot. I told y'all before. I used to get picked on a bunch. And so. Yeah, I mean, it's being the first black wizard, it was like I had to get hazed a little more than other wizards, and I had to make sure I was always like ready to jump on them, and so, but he was always at my back. He taught me how to fake sleep. It's like this whole thing where like you can actually like see through your eyelids. And it's like this amazing thing that only, certain wizards can achieve, where they have like a third eye where they can actually see without their eyes closed, so.
It's
pretty
true.
amazing.
It's true. I learned it from a duck.
Yep.
A duck taught me. Most ducks sleep with one eye open, but there's a very special duck at the top of Mount Quack. And that duck sleeps with both eyes closed, but he has a third eye, an invisible eye in the middle of his... Do ducks have a forehead? I guess it's a forehead. I don't know. But right where your forehead would be on a duck.
Shit. Chunt drank all of my slumber.
Arnie, I have to tell you about this very special duck. This isn't a time to fall asleep. You're going to want to hear every word of this.
No. Hey, you know what? I'll be right back. I'm just going to get something from the bar. But before I go, Chunt, wake up.
So dozens.
Dozens. Oh, what a great bar. How I love it here. Jamillious, have you had an opportunity to partake of the delicious food and drink here?
Oh, yeah. I actually sample all the food all over food. That's my specialty, feast and famine, so I have to make sure that I can try every delicacy, all the things. I actually have a guide that I put out every year, that lets people know like how many shots they get. You know what I mean? It's like it's a shot scale. So I don't know if anybody's thought about that before, like having a scale based on, liquid inside of a cup, but
Interesting.
What a good idea.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I've been thinking, I was walking around, I was like, hey, so this tavern, it's like 3 shots, you know what I mean? If you get, but you can't keep your shots every year. You got to keep it up. If you don't keep up the quality of your tavern,
you lose
take one of the shots away.
Now, and I don't want to, I don't know if this is confusing. Isn't Shots the brand that makes cartwheels? The wheels that go on a cart? Like, isn't that Shots?
Those are Shots. So there's the Shotland man. He's pretty cool. It's just a bunch of wheels put together, and he walks around.
You think
like
he's
a
cool?
golem.
I find him terrifying.
I mean, it's a golem, man. I mean, he's cool.
I used to have a nightmare that the shot man was eating me in my dreams.
I mean, he does that sometimes. If you're not a good kid, you know what I mean?
Oh, Chunt, I'm so sorry to hear that. You're a very good boy. I don't
thank you
think
so
the
much.
shot man would eat you. I mean, he's been known to eat bad children, certainly, and bad badgers and bad shapeshifters.
Yeah, he knows when you've been naughty, and he knows when you've been nice. He knows that because he's looking at you constantly from across every room. Terrifying.
Yeah, so I'm not saying you're not in his line of fire, but I think you're all right.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of this tavern, did you want, Jamillious, do you want some, we have some natural chos. The natural chos have some cheese on them and some jalapeno. We have some buffalo legs. I think they're wild, actually. What else do we have here? Potato canoes.
Do you have some chili poppers?
Ooh. Oh, let me order
You ever
some.
had those?
Yeah, let me.
They're pretty great.
Hey, Arnie's still at the bar. Arnie, grab some chili poppers.
All right, cold drugs coming up.
He's bad at listening.
Yeah, it's pretty great. They put that cheese, that cream of the cheese inside of it.
Ooh, yeah.
It's pretty great. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I wonder how they get the cream of the cheese. Do you think they milk the cow and they make the cheese, but then do they milk the cheese again?
They do. They do. They get in there and they squeeze the cheese and like pull out like just like a doop, 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 and then like all of a sudden that cream just comes right out. It's like bah, bah, blah, like all in your face. And
I always wondered why cheese had udders, and now I know.
Yeah.
Please, cheddars.
All right, sorry, I was a little bit. Here's some chili poppers for you, Jamillious. Here's some talent wine.
Thanks, man.
For you, Usidore.
Did you just hand him
Gracias.
talent wine?
talent wine?
How rude. Oh, talent wine. Oh, sorry.
I would love some talent wine, though. Do they have any?
I think we could all use a big swig of talent wine.
Keep looking for it. Every town we go to, nope, no, always out.
But people are thirsty. You know?
Someday, just a drop. Oh, just a drop, please.
I'll go talk to the bartender and see if they have any talent wine. I'm sure that I'm most likely... Ah, damn it.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
What's
there
up with
you
this
go.
new catchphrase? I'm most likely.
Self-fulfilling prophecy.
Well, I don't know if you know this, but sometimes when you're a master wizard, you have to kind of come up with different catchphrases. No one gets stale. You know what I mean? That's how you get left behind.
While Usidore's not at the table, can I ask you, Jamillious?
Yeah.
What's
up?
I know this is maybe a little bit of a sensitive subject, but is the Zard Council still just totally fucking pissed at Usidore?
Yeah, man. I mean, when you piss off the head woman in charge, you're going to get screwed. You know what I mean? I told him, it's your fault. It's your fault, man. You're going to let an amazing piece of Zard like that walk out of your life? I mean, it's what are you thinking, man? Yeah. But, sometimes, people can't think straight. Love makes you do crazy things.
Can I ask you, Jamillious?
Yeah. And
this is a very personal question. Have you ever been in love?
Yeah, man. I was in love once. I was in love, actually. It's way back when I was a young wizard, I fell in love with the toad,
Sure.
And
tale as old as time.
And it was one of those things where I kept wanting to kiss that toad, but I wanted to make sure that I would respectfully did not, until that toad was ready to be kissed and then invited me to kiss them, I would kiss them, but they never gave that invite. So in the end, we couldn't be together.
So I'm so sorry. And this is, I'm a shapeshifter. Of course, you know that, but I've been many animals. When you say toad, do you mean toad in the sense of a totally attractive, adorable dame, or like a frog?
Oh, I thought you said toe. I thought you were in love with the toe. We met a giant toe.
Oh, we met her.
Like Susie Cream Cheese?
Oh, yeah.
No, it was a toad, like a talking mushroom.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh. Did it?
Yeah.
Did it shit? Did it have toadstool?
I mean, we didn't,
Sorry if that's personal. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Jamillious, that was a rude question. I apologize. I apologize.
That's okay.
Chunt,
It's okay.
everyone poops.
Yeah.
You keep writing that down as if it's going to become something.
Everybody poops. Also, I brought back some talent wine.
Ooh.
Oh.
No thanks.
I'd love for someone to take a drink and then say something.
No thanks.
I'd like to take a drink of talent wine and then revisit my script that I've been jostling down. Good night, Mon. I feel like there's something missing. If I could just If I could just crack the code. I don't know. Good night, Mon is I feel like a pretty good story, but it could be great.
Well,
But
before
kinda-
you do that, I'm going to take a sip of my drink.
That was a slumber cup.
Damn.
Well, one of the things I've always noticed about, drinking spells is that you sometimes have some adverse effects. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's feast and famine. Whenever something's given, something's taken away. So, I just be careful how much, you let him sip from that cup. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I mean, he had a problem with red potion for quite some time, so maybe we should be keeping him off the slumber cups.
just saying, sometimes you get in that cup, you just never come out.
Yeah.
And,
Usidore, what's the, I could look at the menu, but I'm lazy. What's the opposite of a slumber cup? Is there some sort of, like, wake-up juice or...
Oh,
like
I think they have a rooster's pin pup. Oh, fucking hell.
Wow, maybe I'll go to the bar and ask for some more talent wine. Oh, maybe a sunshine wine?
Yeah, I think they've got some sunshine wine.
Rising wine, something like that. Let me, I'll be right back. I'm going to head to the bar and see if I can, because Usidore, not to be rude, but seems like you got two tongues today. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to go find you some talent wine.
Oh, thank you. Damn. Arnie's back.
My journal. Rooster's pin pup. What the hell could that fucking mean?
Not a thing. Nothing. It means nothing at all.
so, Phileas, can I call you Phileas for old time's sake?
Sure, of course.
So, Phileas, I don't want to be weird about this, if you're okay with me talking about this in front of Arnie.
It's
I just...
uncomfortable. I could go back to sleep.
No. I want you to hear this because we need a witness for this. I'm
Jamillious?
going to tell you...
It's all right. I
right.
don't need the money back.
No, not about the money. Not about the money. Nah, you ain't never getting that back.
No.
That was an investment, man. So I just want to let you know that I got a little bit of a secret.
Oh.
I'm gonna share it with you. But I happen to know that there's someone whose name might happen to rhyme with Sanbibia, who might have possibly, in the recesses of her mind, when I happen to be doing one of my diamond spells, I think there's the most minuscule, like, ember that's, like, hanging out there. You know what I mean? I just want to say that, if there's an ember that might need a little stoking, that could, be something you might want to look into.
You think that there's an opportunity for me to rekindle the flame that did once burn brighter than 1,000 stars in the sky?
Who's this Sanbibia?
Genlevia.
Genlevia. Come on, man.
Come on.
He did say it might rhyme.
Usidore, I found something that might be helpful. It's Enunciation Gin, and before you accuse me, no, I did not have a drink of it.
It's really a shame they didn't call it Enunciation.
That's what I was going for, but I thought it might be hard to do while enunciating properly.
Turns out it was. Here, let me have a drink. I see now. This is a very delicious drink, and I enjoy the fact that it has allowed me to speak more clearly this evening.
Chunt, is this that same stuff you butt chugged that one time and you were just like shooting rabbit pellets for a week?
Well, I'm going to take a big swig of Let's Take a Break. We'll be right back.
Fly, you fools! Over to patreon.com/Magic Tavern right now and become a patron of the show. For only $5 a month, you get access to all of our wonderful bonus content and material and ad-free versions of the show.
And welcome back to the second half of Hello from the Magic Tavern. Know that dark dealings are around every corner, and the Dark Lord's forces, though they continue to advance, they shall eventually be pushed back by our band of merry warriors, today represented by Chunt the Badger,
Hello.
Jamillious the Mauve,
What up?
and sleeping under the table, Arnie Niekamp.
He's always so sleepy.
So you meant Sweepy.
He's always so sleepy. And why does he always put that feather above his mouth whenever he sleeps? I hate it.
Well, that's how you know the potion's working. If they don't get a high levitation on the feather, that means it's not really a true sleeping potion. You know what I mean?
I guess you're right. When you're right, you're right. I guess.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it's like because a doze dose is very different from like a sleeping potion.
Hold on. A doze. My enunciation wore off. A doze.
A doze dose.
A doze. She brews a kappa kappa in the kappa pop. Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah.
I must know. What can I do to win back the heart of the good lady Jamillious the Red?
Now, look, I don't want to speak out of school, but I think that maybe, just maybe, if you were able to give up one, maybe two of your secret names and give them to her as a gift.
Oh, that's almost like when when you're young and you don't know any better and you get your parents like a coupon book and it says like good for one hug or like I'll eat the dishes, like stuff like that. Oh.
At first, I balked at this idea, but now upon a moment's consideration, there are some shitty ones that I wouldn't mind dumping off.
I mean, you can't be giving her your cast-off names, man.
What? No.
I mean,
Usidore, don't get rid of Flusterbutt. That's my favorite.
I can't get rid of the good ones, Jamillious, and Flusterbutt is a really good one.
I'm just saying that you know how names are. Those secret names are the most precious things we have, right?
So powerful.
Oh, are you guys talking about names?
Yeah, it's all about it's names, but because this is why I believe, I said like if a wizard like that walks into your life, and then you give her the most precious thing, then she knows that no matter what you went through, no matter what happened, there's an eternal bond that's there. It's almost like fate has come down and like intertwined your destinies. You know what I mean?
That's beautiful.
There's nothing a modern wizard woman likes better than a guy giving her their name, right?
But it's a secret name.
A secret
name. No, she's gonna keep her. You keep your name. Keep your.
Yeah. I once gave a mate something precious, but it was based on a book, so they dumped me. It was a sapphire.
Usidore, have you considered letting Jamillious have the secret name Usidore?
What?
Like you are giving your most precious name to her to be a secret name, and then we could never call you Usidore again.
That one's the
Just
least
think
secret of
about it.
all. It's the least secret of all. It's the biggest one on top of the T-shirt.
Or is it?
Oh, well, I
Then
don't
people
know.
would have to buy new T-shirts.
Well, fine. I suppose I could give her my favorite name, Baggle Me Fingies.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's a really good one that I really love a lot.
Oh, do you have some
great
more
name.
enunciation?
Yes, I had a little more enunciate. God damn it.
Or do you have a sarcasm rack? It's a sarcasm Sazerac. I didn't know how else to say that.
Yeah. But yeah, it's one of those things. I'm just saying. Like, no, be honest. Like, she is pissed off. Like, it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while for you to like win her back. But I think that what's a couple of 100 years to us? You know what I mean?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. I can sleep through that.
Yeah.
Take a slumber cup, wake up in 100 years. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Speaking of old flames, Jamillious, I am. Oh, this is so embarrassing. I got some stuffed mushrooms from the bar when I got that enunciation, and I put them right in front of you. And you must be so horny from the smell, and so sad from the memories. Let me just move this plate.
Chunt, why is it whenever you bring any app to the table, at some point you have to go, oh, guys, or hey, wow, you must be so horny from this. I'm so sorry.
Because I can read a room. Okay.
Well,
Any stuffed appetizer you put on the table is going to remind somebody of something somebody
yeah.
you're with.
No,
100%,
so
100%. But I've moved on in my life. I'm no longer toting it up. Sometimes I get down with the couple of crustaceans.
Nice.
A couple crustaceans, like, and
Yeah.
I don't want to start like locker room talk or anything, but like a couple crustaceans at the same time.
Well, yeah, I'm actually I'm a positive person. I'm all about the idea of like live your truth. Have the type of relationships you want.
Yeah. Can I just say, Jamillious, unlike Arnie, I never want to kink shame. So if you're not into that toadstool anymore, your princess is in another castle, and if that castle is crustaceans, get at it. Get them pinch
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah, so I'm a pan wizard, you know. So I'm attracted to, you know, I'm not attracted to the outside person. I'm attracted to the spirit inside. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's
Like
beautiful.
Yeah. So you know, I can be with anybody. You know. So.
You know who I always thought would be a good match for you, Jamillious?
Who?
Anthelius, the cobbler. Do you remember Anthelius?
Oh yeah, I do.
I don't know why. I just thought you two seem to have a lot in common. You seem to like the same things. You seem to really just have a rapport.
He's great. I can't stand Cobbler.
You're a pie guy?
Yeah, I'm pie guy all the way.
Oh, what
That's
about?
not true.
Jamillious, have you ever met Pie Guy?
Never met Pat Guy.
Arnie knows Pie Guy. You know Pie Guy, right, Arnie?
I prefer cake guy.
Anytime I've eaten a cobbler, it's just not what I hoped it would be. And I don't know if it's like, you know, that they work in like close quarters or I just don't know. It's just not what I thought. But do you. You do you.
What about Turnover Dude?
I mean, there's a
I
lot
like
to
with
Turnover
the
like.
right
dude.
toppings. With the right toppings.
I like Turnover Dude.
Yeah.
If that would float your boat, then go for it. I say.
And isn't it just nice when you get to a comfortable place in the middle of the night, you can just say, turnover, dude.
Yeah. Best of both worlds.
I would say I could give Genevieve the name that the vampires know me by, Anthony Dawn Walker. But her name that the vampires know her by, Beyonce Bloodlust, is already so much better than mine.
That's true. You know.
Like a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, like the fact of like it just overshadows, you know, even great names next to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
Some episode we should do like brackets. We should do like a Zard name bracket and declare once and for all the winner. Maybe in March.
Ooh, that sounds
ooh, that's cool.
mad.
That's cool. Yeah, maybe we could have a nice viewing station somewhere in Dozens, you know, so you
Yeah.
could like
Ooh, that'd be great.
check out all the action, you know, maybe play some
Yeah.
bets on who what name you think would win.
You know. And I guess this is based on like past tournaments, but I just hope that it's all Zards, and I just hope that fucking Duke doesn't enter. Anytime that fucking Duke. Any Duke that enters is so easy to root against. They're just the pieces of shit. If I could just punch every Duke in their fucking face, that'll tell.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
But you know, if you happen to have like, you know, a ram that happens to also, you know, fix roofs, you know, they always take those Dukes down. You know what I mean?
That's fair, that's
they
fair.
put that tar on their heels and they just like get up on there, you know, and make sure those Dukes are in their place.
And you can see the footprint right on their face. It's so satisfying. Yep.
Absolutely. But you know what? It'd be awesome is that, you know, Dozens could sponsor it, you know, those, you know, Buffalo, you know, Wild Legs, you know, they could definitely be sponsors of the tournament.
You know, I was going to say, like, you know, March is not that far away, but there's no way we're going to still be at Dozens by March, but who am I kidding?
You keep drinking those slumber cups. We're not going anywhere.
Well, that reminds me, where's my slumber cup?
You don't need it. Stay awake.
Arnie, here, try some of this Sarkazarak.
No, thank you.
Did you have some already?
No.
So, as I say, like, you know, I just wanted to just make sure I come back around, make sure, you know, that I give you all that info.
Oh,
And
I'm
what's-
loving this trend of this story.
But, you know, the thing I think that is important to know is that, you know, being able to understand your mortality, you know, like that fact that like Obsidian, you know, was just, you know, like we're looking for it, you know what I mean? We're after the thing that can kill us. You know, that has an effect on somebody. And that's I think that's the thing when I was kind of like searching all of Foon for more Obsidian using my diamond spell. That's when I happened to catch that little glimpse, you know, of what, you know, Jamillious had in her head, you know, that like when you have that little tinge of seeing what might happen, you sometimes have a little peek at like, hey, what about this person? What about this thing? Fleeting moments, but worth it. One other thing I gotta say though, I had a weird thing is like I could read at that moment I read everybody in the entire land of Foon, except for one person. I couldn't I couldn't read one person. Actually, that's actually why I'm here. I don't know if you know, I actually didn't come here just randomly. I'm actually here because Arnie, I saw what everybody was thinking for like a brief second, except for you, man.
Whoa. What?
Yeah, I couldn't see in your head, man.
Was he asleep?
Is it because his head is so dense?
What?
No, it was something blocking my ability to see. Like, I can see everybody in everybody's mind for 1 second, except for you now.
What?
And I just want to apologize for what you probably saw in my mind for 1 second. And I also want to apologize for...
I don't kink shame. I don't kink shame.
Thank you. And I'm sorry for putting these crab legs right in front of you. You must be so horny. I know, they say don't fuck where you eat, so I'm just going to move these crab legs away from you. And again, I'm so sorry.
But, you can always eat what you fuck.
Yeah. In fact, you should eat it before you fuck.
You should. I mean, that's the way. That's the right way to do it. You know what I mean? That's the way you do it. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. That's my Zard. That's my Zard right there.
But I have grave news. Oh, yay, for this week on Hello from the Magic Tavern. There are doings and great mysteries being solved. For Jamillious, if you could not peer into Arnie's very mind, it is because there is an artifact placed within there. That artifact that the Dark Lord so desperately wants. How I wish to reach inside of Arnie's head and take it out of there, but he won't let me. So I think we might have to destroy Arnie's head altogether.
I'm just glad you didn't say artifact.
I need my head.
Yeah, I mean, your heads are, replaceable. You know what I
Arnie,
mean? Like, you can...
stop reading my t-shirt. I need my head. Don't talk to me before I've had my head.
Jamillious is right. We can replace your head eventually. I think. Probably.
Yeah, there's got to be a spell for that. You know
what else is in there other than this artifact that we need?
Yeah, what's going on?
I mean, it's me. It's like everything I am is inside my head.
Okay, but after that...
Hold on, these are great song lyrics. Let me write this down. Everything I am is inside my head. Sorry, do you mind if I use your dream journal for my lyrics?
Oh, sure, go ahead. But you know what? There's going to be some lyrics about Bluey.
Chunt, flip that over real quick. I want you to cross out Arnie's dream journal and write Chunt's lyric journal.
Chunt's lyric journal.
Oh, yes. You remember your first, man. You always remember your first.
Say that again, Jamillious. You said, oh, yes.
You always remember... Oh, yes. Yeah, you always remember your first, man.
Drop the yes.
Oh?
That's it. Good night, Mon. That's it. It needed an extra O. Good night, Oman. Now we're cooking. I'll be right back, guys.
All right. Arnie, please, just let us destroy your head.
No, Usidore, I'm not like you or you, Jamillious. Like, you can't destroy my head. It won't grow back. I'll just die.
That is a problem.
Yeah. That's weird that you're immortal, you know what I mean?
Sorry, I'm back. Is goodnight mono funnier? I'll be back at the bar. I'm sorry.
Well, obviously none of us drank the talent wine, but that's all right. Look, Arnie, we have to do something about this artifact. The Dark Lord wants it, and the Dark Lord will not hesitate to destroy you completely to get it. So I just want to destroy your head and let the rest of you survive. Or come up with some other solution. I'm open to ideas. Let's brainstorm. Everything sticks to the wall right now.
All right, fine. If we need to stop the Dark Lord, you can destroy my foot.
Okay. And that would help how?
I mean, I don't know. You just want to destroy my head, so I thought like a good compromise. You just destroy my foot.
Yeah,
Sorry, I was at the bar and I rushed over. Arnie, you said you're going to lose your foot?
Destroy your foot, then you can't get away if the Dark Lord tries to get you, man. Like, that's a terrible idea.
Okay,
Also-
great. What are your great ideas?
Stop drinking that sarcasm, right? Jamillious, I think he's missing a very important point here. Arnie, the artifact we're trying to destroy is in your head. That's why I'm focused specifically on head.
Oh, okay.
Got it?
Yes.
So I do have one idea. I do have one idea.
Oh.
This is something that it's a thing I've heard tale of. I think that there's this old temple at exactly the coordinates of 1916, and if you get to that exact coordinate, then it brings a silence, to all like the violence, that's happening, and it allows to quiet your mind in a way that you're able to get that thing that's in your head out of your head.
Look.
Silence
I
the
get what you
violence.
guys-
Get that thing out of your head that's in your head. You better lose your...
Jamillious, Chunt, Usidore, you don't understand. I don't want this thing out of my head. It's my only connection to my world. It's not just that I'm seeing it in my dreams. I think a part of me is home. Look, I know this thing in my head is dangerous. and the Dark Lord wants it, and it could destroy all of Foon, but I don't care. I'm sorry, but Usidore, if you take this thing out of my head or make it stop working in any way, I will never fucking forgive you as long as I live, okay?
Very well. Very well. If that is your desire, it is implanted in your head. It is part of you. And I am sworn to protect Foon, and therefore, if obtaining this object from thine brain would help the Dark Lord, I will defend you to my very death, to my very last drop of blood, to the last bit of magical essence doth escape my body. I shall fight, and I shall make sure that you are safe. And none shall remove this object from thine head without thine explicit consent.
Same here. I have your back till your dying day, 'cause you're my best friend. I swear I didn't have any.
Jamillious,
Yeah,
I
what's
must
up?
ask a favor of thee.
Yeah, anything, man.
Though I hate to burden thee with yet another request from me, I must ask that you take back to sweet Lady Genlevia a simple message. A message that I am sworn now to protect Arnie for all the rest of mine days. And if she doth require a name from me, she must ask me to join the Wizard's Council once again.
I will do that.
Hell yeah, Zardko, here we come. Woo! Zardko, woo!
Now, I realize that's not going to go over well.
Oh no, that's gonna go terribly. But
Yeah.
but I think that it's about gestures. Opening gestures are all that matter, man. Like you're playing the long game.
Also, maybe over time she's come to really like me. Is that possible? That would help?
I don't think so.
I just want to say, opening gestures are exhausting. Just give me the main gesture. Like if I buy a ticket for a jester, just bring on the main gesture. Opening gestures, they just go on for like 20 minutes, and it's like, bring out the jester I came to see. You're not that funny with your props. I don't know.
Well, then
That's
how
just
are
me.
you just... Chunt, if you don't watch opening gestures, how are you discovering new jesters?
Word of mouth, I guess.
Yeah, sometimes you got to get those deep cut gestures. You know what I mean? Like the ones that are like just
The ones that kill people.
underground. Yeah, they're underground. You know?
I mean, they're going to be headliners someday, so you might as well get in on the ground floor, I say.
I once missed a jester who killed the room. I was so pissed.
But you would have died.
Yeah, but it would have been so awesome.
What a story.
You know, they say not that many people actually saw that gesture.
Gesture? Now who needs enunciation?
Never mind.
So one thing I want to bring up, and I don't know if this has come up yet, but is there a reason, Arnie, that this artifact connects you to your home? Like, isn't it a big deal that like you're getting all this, connection and information from your home at the exact time when the Dark Lord is making his biggest movies ever made? I mean, that seems like maybe that's fate.
Maybe. Are you saying, are we all coming to the, I guess now that I think about it, inevitable conclusion that I might be the most important person in all of Foon, and it was always meant to be this way? Yeah, you might be right.
I guess.
I wish I had more slumber cup.
I mean, I can probably make a slumber cup for you.
Yeah, go ahead and give him one. I think he's earned it.
Oh, he just punched me. Thank you, Jamillious. Thank you.
Yeah, that's right. Sometimes just take a taste out your mouth, it makes you fall asleep.
The amazing thing about that was he talked for a long time after you punched him and then fell asleep.
I mean, sometimes, it doesn't always work right away. It depends how much hard I
The
put in.
concussion came on slowly.
So we're just going to leave the transmitter where it is. Who can forget cheering in the theater when Indiana found the Ark, turned to the camera and said, "I think it looks great right where it is." You've been listening to Hello from the We're Actually Once Again in a Magic Tavern. Usidore the Wizard, was he in this one? Might as well record the credit to be safe. Was played by Matt Young. Chunt the Talking Badger, I can't remember hearing him. Guess they can pull this if I'm wrong. Was played by Adal Rifai. Jamillious the Mauve was played by special guest Anthony LeBlanc. Anthony is currently the interim executive producer of the Second City Theater in Chicago. I know, right? So kind of a Denethor type, I guess? with less running full speed off of triangular rocky crags, and more stacks of Green Lantern comics. Hello from the Magic Tavern is produced by Arnie, Niekamp, Matt Young, and Adal Rifai. Post-production coordination by Garrett Schultz. Earwolf producer Kimmie Lucas. This episode edited by Anna Havermann. Special assistance by Ryan DiGiorgi. Hello from the Magic Tavern logo by Allard Laban. Magic Tavern theme by Andy Poland. You know, someone asked me recently how I might end this transmission on a note of suspense.
Knock, knock. Time to get up, buddy. Come on, it's snowing outside. You gotta see it. Come on, out of bed, sleepyhead. Get your boots on, kiddo. We're gonna make us a snowman. Hey, thank you for listening to Hello from the Magic Tavern. A great way to support the podcast is to join our Patreon. You'll get ad-free versions of our entire back catalog, including all the Magic Tavern spin-offs like Offices and Bosses, I Am Spin Tax, Shadow Sit, there are a lot of them. There are 2 new exclusive bonus episodes every month, Discord, all kinds of stuff. To get more information, go to patreon.com/Magic Tavern. That's patreon.com/Magic Tavern.